All right, welcome to Power Rangers Jungle Beasts. Rangers in Space, although that's actually not the correct title. I should be fixing. I'll fix that afterwards. The title is incorrect, but I will fix that. Sorry about that. This is actually, I believe, episode 16. No, it's still 15. Title's wrong. Anyway, that's okay. We're here. Last time we encountered some of the Horrid, which is an enemy. If you're familiar with the comic books for Power Rangers, you'll be familiar with them. If you're not, then you won't be. So that's okay. Anyway, guys, we have a full house tonight. We have all of our players. So what we're going to do is we are going to, you know what, I'm going to start from the outside and work in. It's not a pattern we usually use. We're going to start with Timmy. Why don't you introduce yourself as a player and then introduce your character, and then we will move on to David, then to Gary, then to Claire, then to Orion. So Timmy, start us off.
Hi guys, I'm George, and the George said I play Timmy Sturgis, the Yellow Ranger. I always forget. I know that I'm a jungle cat, but I forget what the specific kind of jungle cat is. But yeah, you can find me over at World of the Kala. We play D&D sometimes. I'm sure it's linked somewhere. Good luck finding it. Yeah, I'm excited to play.
All right. So let's go to David.
Hi, my name's Casey. I play David Dran. I am back, and we are going to play up a storm tonight in space.
All right, Gary.
Hi, I'm T. Lane. I play Gary. I'm really excited to play Among Us tonight. That's what we're doing, right?
I mean, kinda.
Oh,
All right, Claire.
something's gonna get vented.
Hey team, I am Maddie. I'm playing Claire Masters, the Blue Ranger today. She's very upset to have learned that her ranged weapon, which is the only thing she's good at, is a bad idea here because it does energy damage. And shameless plug, tomorrow night you can find me over on Amateurish Productions on Twitch. That'll be 7 my time, and I'm in Central Time.
Do the math, people.
So an hour before right now, but tomorrow, I'm playing I've been doing some solo Call of Cthulhu streams over there, and they are very fun.
Yeah.
I have killed a lot of characters, my character specifically. And we last time left a 16-mile diameter crater in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
That was our yay!
Finally, features for New Hampshire.
Yeah, so that was we finished Alone Against the Flames last month, and then this month, this is the first Thursday of the month, I do this solo Call of Cthulhu stream. Going on to a new adventure this month. So, yay!
Nice. That is actually, I did actually manage to play that game and survive. It was not easy.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
I see how I could have survived, but this the character I played last time chose violence.
Yeah. I actually, although I barely survived, so like I did the survive thing where like towards the end, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but like you trust the girl who decides to help you out.
Yeah.
And like I escaped with like a hit point left.
So my second time through, I did that, but couldn't. I had so few hit points, I couldn't get out without burning up.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk to Orion.
Hi, I'm Bent Hogan, no relation. You can find me on Dapper Dinosaur channel, Kent with Bent. And I also like to make music and put it up, so listen to the music.
Okay.
I play the character of Orion, an alien from Rathcon. I just got to Earth. I just joined the Rangers a few episodes ago. And now we're on my Zord getting ready for a big fight. So it's going to be tons of fun.
All right. Yeah. And actually, we're going to be starting with the initiative. So if you guys could, in fact, roll initiative for me. Now, here's the thing. David is not here right now. So you cannot actually use follow me. Because, well, he's not there for you to follow. He's on his way, because he wasn't in the room. If you remember correctly, he actually wasn't with us last time, so...
I was reading a book or something.
All right. So the monsters have an 8.
Should I roll or just wait for a
So
round?
here's the
or-
thing, guys. Remember to properly roll initiative. Select your token first, then roll initiative, so that way it actually auto-populates. That's an important step to help us move along a little bit more smoothly. Especially since
Owie.
now I need to find out where the darn add turn button is. Okay, so you got a 12 there, Orion, and
Yes.
Jord got a 5.
Well then.
Good initiative.
Hey, I got
Ow.
a 1.
Yeah,
Well, that's one way to roll.
That's rough.
Yeah.
It's safe to say we're all fairly surprised.
All right, well,
Well, think about it this way: reactionary.
well, first up is, of course, Orion. Orion, I don't even think you can see anything, but you do know that whatever the problem is over by where Claire is. So feel free to move yourself around till you can see what's going on.
Where's...
Claire is to your southwest, and I'm just using, like, top is north. So bottom left, southwest, I don't care.
Okay. I'll move over here. Oh, there's Claire. Oh, look, there's something I've spotted in the corner.
Yes, so you see a horrible blue-skinned humanoid. I'm just using these ghosts as stand-ins. They don't really match what they look like. But it's got big, sharp white teeth and red glowing eyes, and it does not look friendly.
Well, I'm going to go up to it and attack it.
Okay.
Like you do.
Oh, I'm going to stand right here, and
You're
I'm
going to
gonna...
use Solo Strike?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, and as a heads up, guys, last time we leveled up, your power weapons get a +1 shift if you're near me.
How close is near?
It doesn't say. It just says.
Okay, I'll just say in the same
like,
scene.
yeah.
30 feet? Oh, okay.
In the same scene. I'm not going to make you stand, like, shoulder to shoulder with her. Okay,
So
so
I
you
get
get
a
an
plus
upshift.
3.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, even with the +3, 8 is not going to do it.
I missed.
Yeah, when you roll a 3 on the d20, there's so much I can do.
8 that a kick in the head.
All right, is that your
That's my
turn?
turn.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Gary, you are up.
Is something going on over there?
Yes, something is going on.
All right.
You could do anything? Oh, there we go.
Whoa! Is that a space vampire?
It is a space vampire.
I am very spooked.
Well, do something about it then.
That I should do.
What are you gonna do?
So we know energy. They'll just absorb the energy if I shoot energy at them.
That is currently the supposition. I wouldn't say that you know.
Should I use my bow or not? I mean, I don't have physical arrows. Maybe I should have physical arrows. That's an idea for later.
Idea for, yeah. When you're back at the monitoring station, maybe like, hey, get something that deals sharp damage, maybe.
Yeah. Is there anything nearby I could, like, throw at it?
I mean, mostly just bolted down control panels. Spaceships tend not to have things just unstowed hanging out. It's a hazard.
So like airplanes. Okay.
Or ships.
You have another 10 points of movement.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move there, and I don't think I can do anything.
Okay. So is that your turn?
Yeah.
Let me just move you for just a second. I'll move. That's on my game screen.
Oh.
Now you're good. Okay. All right. So first, the space vampire marked in blue turns to Orion and swipes at him with his claws, hitting a toughness of 19, which I do not think is sufficient to cause any damage.
Are we morphed?
Yeah, we'll just say you're morphed. I'm pretty sure you guys morphed
Okay, my
last time.
toughness is 21.
Yeah, so you're fine. Okay, however, let's see. So, Timmy, you feel some of the areas where like the energy was being siphoned to. You feel this coldness near you. And what is your evasion, sir?
My evasion is pretty low, high, I believe.
Okay.
17.
Well, so you feel some kind of spectral claws pulling at you, and you manage to sidestep it, but then you step right into the path of an oncoming swipe from behind you, and you feel a icy coldness run through your veins as you lose a power point, which causes one of the Horrid to manifest behind you as it drains your personal power.
Oh no.
That's bad.
Who invited you to the party?
It just doesn't say. It just smiles menacingly. All right, another does the same thing for Gary. You can feel the coldness. What's your evasion, sir? It's higher than a 6, so I don't care anymore.
17.
Yeah, it's higher than a 6, so... And, yeah, okay, Claire's is also higher than a 9. So you guys have all managed to avoid the icy cold grip of this ghost vampires in space.
Spooky.
Okay, that brings us to David. David, assuming that you want to do a full sprint there, you can get there in not this next turn, but the one after.
Where's the door?
You're standing on the door, basically.
Oh, right here? This
Yeah.
way?
No,
Okay.
I mean it's 4 squares tall. It's a big old vertical hatch thingy.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming that sorry, you do want to sprint towards the engineering.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Oh, I'm confused which way to go.
You don't go anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just stay there.
Okay. Oh, it's a
Alright.
long haul. I got you.
Yeah.
I caught up.
All right, Timmy, you're up.
Okay, so that guy who just showed up behind me, I want to punch him in his face.
Do you actually want to punch him, or do you want to use your claws?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna punch him because I don't know what all these weirdnesses is going on, and I'm pretty sure that pretty sure that my claws use some type of morphin energy. So yeah,
They do to be summoned, but they actually deal sharp damage.
Oh, okay.
And you
okay,
do get a
so,
+1 upshift with them because they are power weapons.
all right, well then, yeah, I'll swing with my power claws. I think I get 2 attacks at this level.
I believe you do,
Pretty.
and you get a +1 upshift because Claire is in the scene.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that. One sec. I gotta redo this again. +1 upshift.
Blue Rangers are just like really, really great support.
I'm so good at support. I'm so bad at anything else.
They are definitely just clerics.
All right, so the good news is these guys are not actually all that tough, and you have in fact successfully managed to down this guy. The claws rip into him, and he crumples. And I will add a little dead check mark on him.
Can I take my personal power back?
You may not. That is now just gone.
Aw.
F.
Right. Well then, at this point, I can only make it there, so I'll come over here and attempt to help the Orion. I forgot your
Next turn,
name.
I guess.
Yeah. But yep, that'll be me because can't really do much else.
Okay, Claire, you're up. Your hammer does not deal energy damage if you want to use your hammer for like the first time ever.
Listen, I tried to use my hammer in our first episode ever, and it went poorly. But I'm considering doing something that might be dumb, but
Okay.
feels like is maybe a good idea.
Okay.
Listen, yeah. So we can only, like, as far as we can tell, we can only hit these guys if we can see them,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like once they're not invisible.
Basically.
So can I try to shoot at one to give it power so it materializes so we can
You
hit it?
absolutely may. There's one directly to the east of you, which is where you felt the claws coming from. Dodged.
Okay, cool. So
yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna first fire, but I'm not gonna aim because I want the option to run away.
Okay. Now you are taking a snag because this is an invisible character that you're...
Question. I can attempt a difficulty 12 alertness skill test to recall any visual detail from the last 24 hours.
Okay. What would you like to recall?
Where the thing is.
So it has moved since you last saw them.
Okay.
You do now know that the one closest to you is directly to your right.
Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to get away from that snag. Because I do have edge on all alertness perception tests.
Okay. Well, so basically what that would do is you can kind of think of it like in D&D, right? Like you can't attack at all if you don't know where to attack. But if it's invisible, you're going to get the disadvantage just because you're attacking something you cannot see. You're essentially blinded in this scenario in regards to your target.
Fair. Okay.
At best, you would have known where it is, but you already know where it is because it attacked you.
Okay, fair. So I'm taking my +1 skill shift for being me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm taking a snag because I can't currently see it.
Correct. Hey,
so I got a 17.
that's plenty. So your energy blast actually hits the air in front of you, and it forms around this humanoid shape, which then forms into another one of the Horrid, who turns and seems to be kind of grateful, but not in a way that's going to make him not kill you.
Right. Can I run away?
You absolutely may, but do remember that leaving a square that is threatened by him, which is the 5 feet in any direction from him, costs double movement.
Okay, so I've moved 10 feet.
Yep.
Right, I've used 10 feet. And I think I think it's 30.
It should be the top right of your character sheet.
25.
Okay.
So I have 15 feet left. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. There we go. I did it. I ran away.
Okay, nice. All right. Now it is coming up to the next turn, but here's what we're going to do first. The top of the turn, I am checking to see how much air you guys have left.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, so what's going to happen is I'm lifting a rule straight out of the Alien RPG. So I'm going to roll a number of d6s equal to the number of air points you guys have, which is currently 12. It's very generous. Every one I roll is going to take one off of that pool. So let's see. I roll...
Yeah, Dapper is doing this despite the fact they are not compatible systems at all. He just doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't care at all. It's
Mad lad.
Yeah. All right, so you guys have... I rolled 1-1. You guys are now down to 11 points of air. And there's monitors in the engineering bay here that tells you how much oxygen you know is dropping. All right. Orion, you are back up.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a solo strike serpent spear.
Okay. Damn.
This thing's dodgy.
Yeah, it just... It wants you to roll 3s, I guess. That sucks. You gonna move?
Oh, well. No, I feel brave.
Okay.
I do like a backflip and swing and miss, so
Fair.
I do another backflip and I'm like ready to defend myself.
Gary, you're up.
I'm gonna summon my Jungle Blaster in Blade mode.
Okay.
And I'm gonna jump at Red here and attack him.
Okay.
Smack, attack him, back him, crack him up.
I don't remember how to make melee attacks, honestly.
Just roll might.
Alright.
Might get up and fight.
F.
Yeah. That's rough.
Requisite and passe.
All right, so the other guys get to go.
You mean the Andamonis?
All right,
I
so
mean the underdog.
Hmm.
one of the still invisible ones takes a swipe at Timmy. What's your evasion, Timmy?
16 was it?
I think it was 17, but either way,
seven.
I rolled a 23, so you lose a power point, and one of the creatures becomes visible.
Well, that's no fair.
Yeah. All right. What's your evasion there, Gary?
17.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 9, so you're fine. All right. So for the ones that are visible, Blue is going to take a swipe at Orion with its horrible claws and rolls a 9, so never mind. One's going to take a swipe at Gary, and I roll a 10, which, yeah, I think you're fine.
15 toughness.
Yeah, and the last one already took its attack against Timmy and hit and became corporeal, if you will. So, David, you are
Hi, I'm David.
right as you get finished with your sprinting, you're right up to the door. You'll be able to open it and move normally next turn.
Okay.
So we're on to Timmy.
Alrighty. Yeah, same thing. Some dude just appeared behind me, and he's gonna get claws to the face. So,
Hey, let's do it.
+1 skill shift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Up. That's a no.
That's rough.
Second attack. How's that?
That is, in fact, a success. However, it is not enough to completely down the creature.
Ooh.
Do I clunk him on his noggin?
I mean, you can describe it however you'd like, as long as it's reasonable.
I clunk him on his noggin.
Okay. All right. In that case, it is now back to Claire.
My turn. Okay.
Not clock of time.
Do I have a sense? Do I have like a spidey sense that there's other invisible baddies?
Yes. So you remember about how many there were, and there were like 5 of them, and you know that only 3 of them have become corporeal, and one of them is currently incapacitated at best, probably dead.
Okay. Can I? Do I have a sense of where the currently incorporeal one is?
So you saw Gary dodge something, but you're not entirely sure where it is that he dodged from. But it does seem to be like south of him, basically.
Okay. If I try to shoot in that direction, like I'm trying to shoot at it, is that just a snag, or do I not have enough information to even take a shot?
So I'll tell you what. I will let you do an alertness check, and if you pass an alertness check, which is going to be a tough one, if you pass it, you will identify the square to shoot at.
Okay. I like it. That feels very fair.
Thank you. I try to be a fair GM.
I do have edge on all alertness tests.
Take it. Take that edge.
So, okay. Gonna take the edge. Okay. Alertness. Get edge. Submit. 22? That's a nat 20, team.
That's a nat 20. Hey. It's not a critical success because you only have a D2. And despite the fact that this roller does not know about it, D2s can't generate critical successes. However, so what you now realize is that you saw a little silvery shimmer of claws swipe at Gary from the square directly to the south of him, and you saw a faint gleam of red glowing orbs where eyes might be. So now you know where to shoot.
Okay.
I had a giant Discord issue just a minute ago. What happened?
Claire found out where to shoot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot at it with my jungle blaster. Again, Actually, no. Can I take a minute to aim?
You may. You have not taken. Will say that the alertness counts as one of your free actions, but as long as your speed is higher than like 3, you have extra
Yeah.
free actions anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so that means I get an extra +1, right?
So you should be at least +2 now.
Yeah. So I'm at a +2. Submit, but then I still take the snag on this.
Yes.
Okay. 15?
Yeah, that's plenty.
Okay.
All right, so that makes the, as far as you know, the last of the Horrid become corporeal. So let me just move it to the token layer. I don't know if you guys know the way that this works is I keep them on the GM info layer until they're ready to become corporeal. So.
And I feel pretty comfortable with my distance here.
Okay. Well, you can't move actually because you've already aimed.
Oh, that's true. I did already aim, so I'll just say, Gary, watch out! Gary, Timmy! Yeah.
Okay. Now, we're back at the top of the turn order, which means it is time once again to check for air. So, here we go. I have rolled 2 1s, which brings us down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 air left.
I like it.
All right. Now, it is Orion's turn.
Okay, I'm 0-2 for the count.
Yeah, roll a not 3, man. That's so ridiculous.
I'm going for another.
More like you're 1 and 2.
Hey, that's much, much better. That is plenty. That absolutely destroys this thing. Tell us how destroys it there, Orion.
So Orion says, I've heard of baseball. 0-2 is the count. Here's my third pitch. I hope I don't strike out. And he hits him, and he says, home run.
Nice. All right, Gary, you're up. You're next to 2 of them.
All right, I'm gonna stab the guy to my right.
Okay.
That is a 14.
That'll be enough. So the guy to your right takes a point of damage. Unfortunately, that is not enough to actually destroy him. Because remember, things in Power Rangers are never killed. They're only destroyed. Although, that's actually less true now, because if you saw the trailer for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always, one of the characters actually says kill. Or, well, killed. But it's a little weird to have a character in Power Rangers actually say killed. It's also weird that Power Rangers doesn't use that word because other kids' programs. It's a weird thing about Power Rangers. Power Rangers, no one ever gets killed. They just get destroyed. Like, oh, okay.
Just like the dinosaurs.
Right. Now, are you going to move?
Hey, you know what? I am, and I'm actually going to use my perks for once.
Ooh.
Hard target. As part of a move action, I am allowed to roll my acrobatic skill to augment my invasion score.
Okay.
Until the beginning of my next turn.
Do it.
Something I should have been doing the entire time, by the way, since I got that.
Probably, but you know.
Oh,
so I'm just gonna move
we'll roll acrobatics.
Over there.
Roll the acrobatics. Oof.
7.
Did not work.
F.
Yeah. Alright, so it is the Space Vampires' turn. Alright, so let's see. That's one. Alright, so 1 is going to come up to Claire. 1's going to move over to Orion. The one near Claire, Claire, it reaches out towards you with a sickly, pale, corpse-like light coming from its hand. Kind of like Moses withdrawing his hand from the cloak over in Exodus.
I like it.
Yeah, that's something everyone forgets about. They didn't put that in the Charlton Heston version.
Or Prince of Egypt.
Yeah, or Prince of Egypt. What's up with that? Come on, give Moses the glowy corpse hand, guys.
Ooh, fun fact about Prince of Egypt.
Okay.
The girl, young Miriam, right, who has the lovely song about, like, brother, you're safe now and safe may you stay. I think she is voiced by Sam Riegel of his sister, Sam Riegel of Critical Role's sister. I think she
Wow.
voices young Miriam.
Okay. Cool. What's your
Anyway.
evasion score, Claire?
My evasion score. Don't you want random fun facts about the Critical Role cast instead?
I do, but I also want your evasion score.
15.
Okay, so it swipes at you with this glowing hand, but you manage to dodge out of the way.
Excellent.
Yes, that is indeed excellent. All right, so now the one marked in green is also going to do the same thing with the same glowy hand against Timmy. What's your evasion score, Timmy?
17.
Well, I rolled a 20, so you lose another point of personal power, and as you do, you watch the injuries that you've inflicted upon this thing just heal up completely. Okay.
This is kind of
the orangey guy, is the only one left, is going to just swipe with its regular old claws at Orion. Orion, what is your toughness?
21.
Well, that's more than 18, so you're fine. Now, David finally bursts into the room, not really knowing what's up, but knowing that there's some kind of an emergency.
Boom, boom, boom. Which way do I burst?
You can start yourself in any one of the 4 squares that's on the hatch.
This one. I don't know.
That's not one of the ones on the hatch.
I can't see.
It's
What,
physically
here?
below you. It's the thing that looks like a hatch. It's physically you're standing on.
Okay.
Nope, you can't go through walls.
Oh, I'm not smart, sir.
Don't worry, David. You just hatched. But
Ah.
Go to the corner.
no.
Well, I'll rule that you're starting there since that seems like where you want to start. So now you have a full turn to figure out what's going on and take actions.
Yeah. I want to leave this room.
You just got here.
I want to continue moving.
Okay. Please do so.
How do I do that?
The same way you cross the borders, except this time don't go across walls. So, move your token. Nope, don't cross walls.
I don't know what I'm looking at, man.
I don't know what the problem is. If it's black, you can't be there.
Okay. This way?
Yeah, the place that actually has floor visible.
Big cool.
It's been a long week. It's my only
That's
excuse.
10 points of move or 10 feet of movement.
Okay, I got 30. Are they each 10 foot square?
They're 5-foot squares.
Okay.
You just moved across 2 of them.
15, 10, 15, 20. What the heck is that?
It looks dangerous.
Face poopy.
30. I don't know what I missed, but I'm here now.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Bite it.
Okay.
I'm gonna bite the space vampire. I said it.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
2
Hey,
attacks.
I'm going to suck your energy.
What? I'm not. Sebastian. Wait, who said that? Oh, wait, I don't care.
It was
Never
me.
mind. Moving on. No, I thought that was. Never mind. You said it. All right, I'm just rolling. Forget it. No.
Yeah, no, that
All right.
fails.
That's ow.
Second attempt to bite because I got 2 attacks.
Okay.
And let's just keep failing forward.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
Marginally better.
Timmy's turn.
Your turn.
Alrighty, well, I'm getting really. I'm feeling pretty drained over here, guys. You guys sucking me dry, but hey, this is a family show.
That's where they air the commercial for like Days of Our Lives or something. Anything but that.
Oh crap! I forgot to give myself the upshift, but I'll just do it again, and this time I will give myself the upshift.
Nice. Oh, that's more than enough to get rid of that guy.
Oh,
Goodbye.
Now, you can still actually move and take your second attack if you'd like to, which means you could move up to orange or red and attack.
I'll do orange.
Okay.
just to give. I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. Probably gonna miss, but let's see. No specialization.
You get the
But-
upshift for Claire.
Yeah.
And oof, another 18.
Nice.
Oh,
Unfortunately, this one isn't a critical, so it's not enough to defeat it completely. You definitely slice into it, and it is significantly worse for the wearer. And now it is time for Claire's turn.
But actually, with that, I am gonna have to get out of here, guys.
Aw.
Don't end on my account. I will be watching back later on to get anything that I missed. But
Unless we all choke to death and die.
yeah, please don't kill me.
The end of the campaign, right here, right now.
Well, who wants
But-
coffee?
David gets lost in space.
You guys
Yeah.
have a good rest of your night and hug
Take
your
care.
loved one, peeps.
All right.
Later on.
Bye-bye.
All right, so that is going to be his turn. So that brings us on to Claire.
Okay. So, I would like to run away.
Okay. Reminder: the first
Wait.
square that you or any squares that you move through that are threatened by an enemy are double movement.
Okay, wait. I actually might want to do this in a different order. So this is what I want to do. Sorry, team. I'm very tired. So like thinking in order is not going great. I want to scan the room, like give it a proper. Like I know I think there's only 5, but I would like to still look to see if there's another one we haven't identified.
All right, take an alertness check.
Okay. Because if there is, then I would like to shoot it and run away.
Okay.
Otherwise, if there is not, I would like to try to smack this guy in front of me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Where'd my character sheet? It ran away. Okay. So, alertness. And I'm so sorry, Dapper, did you say alertness with a snag?
I did not know.
Okay. Oh wait. Shoot. Sorry. I forgot to apply the +1 and
It's okay. It happens.
had to back out and restart
Also,
it.
I've updated the title of this episode to be the proper title of the episode. Horrid.
Nice. That's pretty horrid.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
What did I do?
You
I got an
critical
18.
success.
I got a 22. I got a critical
You got
success.
crit.
Critical
Yeah.
success.
You do not notice anything that would indicate that there are more of these around that you are not seeing.
Okay, so would it be appropriate to say that I am highly confident these are the only things we have to fight?
I will let your level of confidence be up to you. I am telling you that with that roll, you do not see any indication that more of them. How you feel about it? Up to you.
Okay. I feel very confident in that. So I'm gonna like bear hammer and take it in both hands
The
and
hammer
like
appears out of thin air in a burst of light and some little like electricity flickering, and
I'm gonna
feel that heft, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I know how to use this thing yet.
yeah. So I'm gonna try to boop him, and it looks real awkward. This is like have you ever been to like like a t-ball game?
Yes.
That's what this looks
Oh,
like.
fun.
You pulled your weapon out of hammer space.
I did pull it out of hammer space.
This is the second time this weapon has ever been used.
Yeah. I get a +1 because I am me.
Mm-hmm.
You guys use your weapons?
Hey, I got an 11.
Hey, it's not bad. It's also not enough.
It's like, can we say that like I boop them and there's no force? Like
Yes.
it's like hitting the ball on the t-ball,
Yes,
but
it's a
it's
little
not
tap.
enough force to get it off.
Hey, that's just a t-ball bunt.
I think the vampire is highly confused now.
Yes.
Not just the vampire. Even I'm
All right.
confused.
Oh, can I run away?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to run away. So that's 10 feet of movement, and so 10, so then 5 and 15. I should be able to get to there moving diagonally.
Okay. All right, so back at the top of the turn, let's see how much air has gone away. All right, I have rolled another 2 1s, dropping us to 7 points worth of air. You guys are almost at half air. Although, if you notice, because of the way that the rules work, it actually gets less and less likely as I roll that I'll actually roll ones. So, you know.
Yeah. Something to hold on to.
Yeah, by the way, like I said, I am actually taking this rule straight out of the Alien RPG, which I just recently finished the main rulebook for. And I'm interested in trying it one.
Gary. Colonial Marine.
Wait, what about Orion?
Right. Sorry, Orion. I forgot that wasn't a turn that I just took. That was just me rolling the dice. My apologies there, Orion.
It's okay.
I know how this game works.
I want to fight the orange one.
Okay.
You're only the DM.
You may not solo strike because it is engaged with one of your allies. Okay, that is
I don't think it matters.
Definitely a hit.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the thing. It only had 1 health left anyway.
Grand slam, says Orion
Okay.
in his baseball.
So now the last one is left, and it turns to face David.
My turn. My turn.
F! I keep hitting the button when I shouldn't.
Damper.
I know, sorry. Okay, Gary, go.
Diaper Dino. I'm just gonna... drop kick!
Okay. Dapper Dino, more like Dapper Forgetful.
What am I rolling for a drop kick?
I mean, roll might, but you know, you're using your unarmed combat, so you're only going to be dealing stun damage. So yeah.
Good enough. Oh.
No, it's not.
You know, I think I've made an error.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, so the red Horrid pulls out again his corpse glowy hand. Who's scraping something? Sounds like someone's filing something.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. All right, what is your evasion?
Who are you asking?
David.
My evasion is 15.
Well, I rolled a 16, so you lose a power point, and you see
Wow.
the injuries on the Horrid heal back up. All right, but it's your turn, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to punch it with my teeth.
Okay, so you're going to make the helmet bite attack?
The old teeth punch. Yeah.
Okay.
Bite attack.
Alien is a great movie, by the way. I agree with you.
Alien is the best. Hey, look, another 7.
Oh, hi. You made the exact same roll I did.
Hey, let's roll again. Is that
okay, yeah, that seems fine to me.
Let's roll another 7. No, 13 this time.
Oh, that is sufficient. You have dropped him back down to 1 health of the 2 that he had.
Yeah.
All right, Timmy is in shock and stumbles around doing silly things because this is too much for him. Claire, it's your turn.
Okay. I would like to, let's see, 5, 10, 15. Okay, I'm going to run up, because that's within my range, and try to hit him again.
Okay.
This time I choke up a little. No. Yeah, I choke up. Wait, choking gets you control but less power. I unchoke. That's what I do.
Truth?
I don't know enough about golf, so...
But you know enough about levers.
Yeah, but I also am not entirely clear on what the word choking up means in terms of holding onto a golf club.
You were right. You were
okay,
right, Maddie.
choking means holding it closer to the part that's hitting something.
Okay.
Giggity.
Cool.
Listen.
I mean, look, I know more about The other kind of choking.
Oh gosh.
But that
Oh,
is
the sevens. The
So this
D4.
time, I
choke
fully
on
whiff
zero.
it.
Okay.
It's just I swing it really hard into the ground,
yeah, that'll
Um,
happen.
and I don't have enough movement to get out of his range, so I'm stuck.
Got
here.
it in the rough.
It's the mine shaft all over again.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we're back up to the top of the turn. Let's see how many points of air we lose this time.
None.
Nope, we lose 1 point of air. You guys are now officially down to 6 points.
It can get a little stagnant in here to anybody else.
Yeah, the air is
It's
starting
like,
to smell a little bit stale. It's a little bit hard. It's sort of like it's harder to breathe in the same way that, like, oh, hey, you just landed in the Denver International Airport, but we're coming from, like, almost anywhere else. So it's a little like,
Does anyone?
air feels a little...
Does it taste like ozone? Anyone else in here?
So basically a day in LA.
Well, okay. All right. But Orion, it's your turn, and I'm not clicking past your
Okay.
turn yet, because I did that last time, and it was a
I'm gonna do
disaster.
some backflips to get over to
Yes.
this position here, and then I'm
Everybody kick
gonna
him.
Stabby
swing
stab.
my.
By the way, remember, you actually
I
do
gotta
have
do
a
this.
10-foot reach on that weapon, your Serpent Spear. You don't have to get next to people.
I'm going right up next.
Fair. I'm just saying to remember
I
that,
understand.
generally.
Remember when we had flanking?
Swing and a miss.
Oof,
Well,
yeah.
it's not a 7.
It's true, it's not a 7. Good. It's a good point. All right, Gary. Gary 7.
I'm
Like Gary 5, but 2 more.
gonna stab him.
Hey, remember when?
Okay, not only do you not stab him, you drop your jungle blaster, and the rest of you, unless of course you'd like to re-roll the one, you have
I'm re-rolling
6
that
story
D20.
points.
Oh.
Okay,
I
yeah.
am re-rolling that D20.
You're now down to 5 story points.
Alright.
By the way, I'm using the metal dice that a fan got me from my Amazon wishlist. They're very
Yeah, buddy.
hefty. I feel like if I threw this at someone, it would actually have a chance of
14.
injury.
It's 14 total.
Oh yeah, that's plenty.
Yeah!
All right. So you managed to destroy the last of the Horrid. It, however, means that in a little bit I'm going to be checking for more air because it might be time to start an emergency startup of the reactor.
I guess you didn't make the cut.
Ah, it was a one-liner. Kind of a bad one, though. So,
Yeah. A classic.
yeah,
Boy,
that's one way to put it. All right, so the power is still down. You are losing air. What's the plan, everybody?
we had a combat.
Yes, you're out of combat.
Yeah.
Get
What do
the
we do?
reactor
read-
back online.
Yeah, we gotta get the reactor back up because it's the batteries that are down.
Mm-hmm.
Fast
What do
recovery
I-
startup.
What do I do?
Yeah, how do we
So
do
here's
that?
what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
At least one person can work on starting the reactor, and that's going to be a technology roll.
Oh,
Hooking back up the batteries, also going to be a technology roll. That's going to take at least one other person. Anyone who has technology can assist the person who's working on either one. So who would like to work on getting the reactor back?
sure, I'll do it.
Okay. Is there anyone who would like to assist?
I'll assist because I was reading a book about that
Okay.
last session. Like I was looking for the manual.
Okay. Is there anyone who would like to go and try to hook batteries back?
I can do that.
Okay.
And-
Is there
and you
anyone
know what?
who would like to and can help?
What do you need to assist?
You need to have at least a D2 in technology.
Yeah,
So you would like to help?
I can't help.
Oh, okay. All I heard was yeah. So
No, sorry. No, I cannot. I don't have.
okay. Well, in that case, we're going to start with TD. TD, what do you got? Give me a technology roll.
I have 0 in tech, but I have a perk because I'm actually using my perks for once.
Okay. What's the perk?
I can treat once per scene. You can choose to attempt any skill that you did not possess levels in. Treat that skill as if you had a D2 in it.
Well, there you go. Give it a D2.
Mm.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
You can just count it as a +1 upshift.
yeah.
Wow. The batteries come right back
Jesus.
online.
That's a roll.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Goodness. All
Wait,
right.
that
Well, in
roll-
that case, there's actually no more pressure in terms of like time frame. This is going to take, even if Maddie goes super slow, you'll have it back up eventually before you guys run out of air because you're not currently running out of air.
Yeah, hold on.
Yay.
Yeah, that's rolling a D8 for some reason.
Okay, we'll roll a D2.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, okay, no, actually, never mind. You don't actually hook them back up.
Nope, never mind. It's
Oh, come on.
No, but it's a but that's a not a success.
It's not a
Oh.
success.
No,
Okay.
14 is not good enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so
then-
they
I
don't come
tried.
back up yet. You can try again. But all right, so Maddie, you and I think David, right?
Hi, I'm David.
Yeah. So so Claire and David are working on that. Give me a tech roll.
So like I'm crouched down next to you, David. I've got the manual open and I'm like reading it out to you, telling you what to do.
I'm just
now do
doing
check
what
your
you
class
tell me.
abilities because I believe Eureka might be able to help here.
Yes.
Actually, hold on a minute. Hold on a thing. I think I have a thing for this.
You do. You have your quips, speeches.
I don't have that. That's from my last.
Oh yeah, that's a
Class.
actual Black Ranger. Sorry.
But inspiration, I was trying to see if that would work on anything.
What's it say?
Okay, by taking a free action to say something positive while uplifting to a member of your team, that member may add 1d4 to the roll of a d20 roll on their next turn. That increases to 1d6 a 10th, and blah, 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 blah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, then David, can I make the roll? Because Eureka lets me have edge on this.
Yeah, you were the one. Yeah, you should take the lead on it.
So
Okay.
I start reading out, as you start reading out the manual to me, I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. A doesn't go into C, it goes, and then we start arguing and bickering about it, like, you just do it then, fine.
Okay, I love it. So I'm doing a technology roll. And then Dave, what does
Let me roll my technology. Oh, I look to you and I say, we can do this. Just take a slow breath. Don't lose concentration. Stay in the moment. Go, go, go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna-
So you get
So-
that. You can get an edge from your Eureka, and you can roll an upshift for the assist, and also you can add a D4 to it for the class ability.
And I'm
Okay,
gonna roll
so-
technology to assist. Is that how
No.
that works?
You don't have to roll
Oh.
anything.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Okay.
Gary,
I got
why are
it.
you rolling performance?
I was checking it again to see if it was just technology. Yeah, if you do skill shift to D1, D2, if you have 0 in a skill, it just acts as though you have a D8.
How is that with edge?
Because your other roll was a 1.
Oh,
Ouch!
Oh God.
You can add D4 to it; it won't matter. So here's what we're doing.
Oh,
Yeah, we're rolling again for air.
okay.
Fortunately, you guys have not depleted your air so far, so we're gonna go back to Gary. Gary, you can try again.
Can I treat it like a new scene?
Nope.
God. Oh, I just want to roll this to see what would happen if I would have rolled, just for.
No, we're gonna stop rolling extra dice. No more rolling dice that aren't called for, because it confuses what's happening. Because I look and I quickly check to see what the latest roll is, and if it's not what I'm expecting it to be, then I start making inappropriate rolls. So absolutely no more rolling dice unless it's called for. If you have physical dice that you'd like to roll, have fun with that. But if you're gonna roll dice in the chat, I need them to be called for.
Okay.
Which means the next roll, I guess Gary rolled the 2, so that's
Yeah, it's auto snack.
Yeah, so that's not going to work. But Maddie, what do you got for us?
Okay, I'm gonna try that technology roll again. Do I get all the same bonuses?
Nope. The bonus from Gary is gone. The extra D4. However, his
Okay.
assist is not, and you can still use Eureka if you have more idea points left.
I
Wasn't David helping out?
should have more idea. I should be able to use Eureka one more.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to see how many times I can use this inspiration. Can't find it.
It's under White Ranger, right?
22.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
I'm positive.
That is a success.
Okay.
You have started the reactor back up, and you guys had 6 points of air left, so you weren't in that much danger.
Okay. Can I just like fall back and listen, guys. My hands, like, I somehow already have a blister from swinging my hammer twice. Right. I was very stressed. I fall over. I have the book over my face, and I'm like, Davey, can you just try to connect the batteries? And I just lay there. That's what I do.
Okay, just take a breath.
Okay.
So I'm not going to have
this
you
is
roll
Gary.
for this. Eventually, since there's no pressure, you're going to be able to do it. So, all right, Gary. Sorry.
Also, it looks like just real quick. It looks like I can use inspiration on my turn, once on my turn forever.
This is Gary. I thought I knew what I was doing. I do not know what I was doing. Please help me.
There's
really
no.
good.
There's
I'm gonna
no.
double check on that.
There's no. It doesn't say anything, but there's no limit.
Hey, 13. It's not going to be good enough.
Yeah. You should start doing that every turn.
Yeah, I should start doing that every turn.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Send help.
Yeah, so we're not going to go through rolls to reconnect the batteries. Now that there's no pressure, there's no consequences for failing to do it on any given turn, so we're just going to say that after a while you managed to successfully hook up the batteries. There are no more power drains that you can detect. You have not drifted very far off course, if at all. There doesn't seem to be any course corrections that you need to make. So, if you guys want to, we can do a little... Actually, you know what? We're going to take a quick break. And then we'll be back in just about 5 minutes. So this is an opportunity for anyone who needs to bathroom, get new snacks, get new drinks, anything like that. And then we'll be back in just about 5 minutes. And so at that point, what I'll do is, if you guys want to, you can have an opportunity to do any kind of role play in the aftermath of that. And then we will go ahead on to the next scene. And we are back. All right, welcome back from the break, everybody. So, to recap, you guys successfully fought off the Horrid. You started the reactor back up. You are back on track for Xiphon. If you have any roleplay that you want to get done as a result of that, any aftermath you want to deal with, go ahead and go for that. And then once that is taken care of, we will move on to the next scene.
Thank you guys so much for fixing my Zord. I appreciate it.
I mean, I wasn't of much help, but the problem, I stabbed a space vampire. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, what are these things? Do any of you know?
They're space vampires?
No, come on, seriously.
I just could keep calling them space vampires.
Wait, I actually think I have an ability on this. I remember reading about. Oh, okay. I can use a story point for that. I guess do we have a good number of story points?
Yep.
Yeah, you have 5 left.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can we say that, like, because I have been reading a lot in the like animal and creature database at like our Power Rangers base. Can we like, oh, I remember reading that.
Well, read the. I remember reading about, so I have a good idea of what you're doing with it.
Okay, sorry. I remember reading about which is the description is you have a vast array of knowledge that you have accumulated over the years, and occasionally you might know a little bit about something useful in nearly any situation. In a situation where you and your allies are stumped, you can always spend 1 story point from the pool to get a clue from the GM. So that's probably not useful here for like just a role-playing situation. But for the role play, I would like to say the phrase I remember reading about.
Okay, well, so what I'll let you do is, if you do want to know more about this, you can spend the story point, and rather than just a clue, I'll give you a quick synopsis of who the Horrid are, just for your own edification, if you want to spend the story.
I would like to spend the story point for that, unless the rest of the team has an objection.
That's fine.
I'm fine with it.
Orion?
Do it.
Okay. So you guys are now on to 4 story points. So the Horrid, and this is something that Claire remembers, and I'm assuming you're going to tell everyone that.
Yeah.
So the Horrid are, at one point, had an advanced and fairly enlightened civilization on their homeworld. But as a result of a currently unknown catastrophe, they ended up being stuck between realities. And the only way they can become corporeal is by absorbing enough energy. Now, the energy that they like the most comes from living things. and they have become sort of a transient plague on the space lanes. Every once in a while, they just show up, drain power out of a ship, become corporeal, and attack the crew. No one really knows how to get rid of them entirely, but the only way to defeat a group of Horrid is to turn them corporeal and physically destroy them in their corporeal form. In their incorporeal form, they're largely invulnerable. However, they hate incorporeality. It's basically a constant, suffering limbo state for them. So they crave nothing more than to be corporeal as long as possible. And so far, no one has been able to ally with them or make any deals with them. And on the other hand, though, their attacks are fairly infrequent. So it's just one of those dangers of space travel that people in this part of the galaxy just kind of have to deal with.
Oh,
that's a horrid name. I'm just gonna keep calling them space vampires.
I mean, fair enough. So yeah, that's what Claire can remember from accessing the database in the monitoring station, as well as what limited access she has to the Space Patrol Delta database.
I have so many more questions, but none of them that can be answered.
I mean, you can ask them. If I think it's reasonable that Claire would know it, I might tell you.
No, I say that game.
Okay, sorry.
He just accepts it. He doesn't know how to answer the question either, because that's a big piece of information.
Yeah, no, it definitely is.
Claire, do you have a book like Electronics for Dummies or something like that you can lend me? I think I need to learn how to use computers.
Just watch a bunch of YouTube videos. You'll learn.
Okay.
Of course, I have a book on any topic you might be interested in.
That's convenient.
Thank you.
Got a book on the space vampires? Because that could certainly be useful.
Listen, I don't have a book on the space vampires. I read that at the database back at the place.
Yeah.
I do assume that Claire at any point in time has 5 books on her.
Okay.
Can I just roll a luck check to see if one of them would be useful to Gary?
You're the
unfortunately, there is already a rule that covers just happening to have an heretofore unknown item that's useful in the scene, and it does in fact cost a story point to use that ability. But anyone can use it.
The MacGuffin.
It is the MacGuffin. It's sort of the MacGuffin rule.
Yeah.
I won't do that then. So I'll go into my backpack that has more books than clothes, right? And it's I don't think I have one on that.
We can wait until we're back.
But we can wait until we're back. I have a
critical weakness in my skills I must rectify.
Okay.
I think Zelkar would know. Do you think he would know?
He might.
I don't know. He might. I'm doing it. And then he walks over and says, "Hey, Zelkar. Hey.
It takes a little while because you're far away and you don't have instantaneous communication. But Zelkar comes up and says, "Yes."
Yeah, we just got attacked by what were they called? What were they called? Don't say space vampires again.
They're
space vampires.
I would like you to picture Claire is still laying on the ground with her face under a book, under the reactor manual.
Oh yeah. So what? Where did it come from?
The Horrid have been as they are for thousands of years. I'm not sure anyone knows the exact location of their home planet, if it even still exists.
We have is there any reference or a possible lead on said information that we could look into at some point?
On the location of their home planet?
Yeah, anything. Any references through a reference, anything.
I'm not aware of any such thing, but I could check.
Yeah, I know it's a futile gesture, but I like to know my enemies, and my enemy can suck the energy out of my suit.
I'm not sure how knowing where their home planet was would help with that.
If you got to know where they're from in order to know where they're going.
I mean,
I think they're going where I don't know that they're going anywhere. I think they've been stuck for millennia.
Still, it's worth a shot.
I can certainly look into it, although I'm not confident that we'll find much.
What about where they live? They live in some kind of extra thing,
Mhm.
extra space or something.
They seem
What's
to
that
be.
place look like?
I don't know. They tend not to discuss it. They tend not to discuss anything.
Mm, I don't know. I thought
They
there would be
don't
some
exist
information
and don't
about
exist.
contact with them at some point, or somebody accidentally seeing where they're coming from. I don't know.
They're largely treated sort of like a more dangerous version of a locust on
So,
Earth. Every once in a while, they
Hmm.
just show up and it's a bad time. But then, what are you going to do? No one has ever successfully negotiated with them. No
Why would you?
one's found much way to defeat them beyond getting them to become corporeal and then just fighting them physically. Which
Okay.
you're lucky that you encountered only a smaller group.
How big can the groups get?
The largest I've ever heard of were several hundred strong.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, they tend to only congregate towards very large power sources. I don't know that this feathered serpent sword is quite enough to gather that much of a swarm.
Well, is there an incident report on what they attacked in the hundreds?
You might want to check with the SPD database for that.
I'll mark that down. Everybody, don't help me remember that down, because I have a feeling we're gonna run all kinds of crazy stuff out here in the dead of space.
I mean, I think we should just get back to Lightspeed. I brought a box with us of board games. Got Jenga in there.
Yes.
Hmm.
Jenga on a ship. That's always the best option.
I mean, it's extra challenge.
It's extra challenging that the thing might just collapse at any moment for no reason.
Yeah, it's the fun of it.
Gotta play around the gravity or the lack thereof.
Yeah.
All right, I just leave him alone. Just trying to quietly compose my thoughts and what the heck I just saw.
Okay, does anyone else have anything? I will take that as a no. So, you guys are going to take at least a day to get to Xiphon, so everyone can recharge their personal power by the amount listed on their recharge. So I think that's probably enough to get most of you back up to full. I don't think anyone took enough power drain that's more than their 1 day recharge.
I think I accidentally pressed initiative. Don't mind that. I was trying to press the edit button so I could see where the person.
Well, so far, you
power
haven't rolled
region
initiative.
is.
You might need to hit cancel on it, though.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, good. Yep. Okay. Power region. Okay. Well, I'm back up to full.
Okay. So, the following day, and also we're probably not going to go too much farther because I want to make sure that Tim can get most of them. So, we'll probably go another 50. So the following day, you enter the system that contains planet Xiphon, and on the scanners are numerous hits of what look like warships. This is clearly a fairly militarized part of the Terubian Empire. An empire that you're not super familiar with, but from reading the Delta Space Patrol Delta database, you know, is a fairly recent entry onto the galactic stage in the Milky Way. And they came in the wake of the Zordon wave, which I don't want to get into too much because it contains spoilers for people who are watching Power Rangers with us on my Discord server after our shows, or after my shows, I mean. Yeah, they are known to employ robotic foot soldiers, as well as buy weapons pretty heavily from various like third-party weapons dealers and things like that. So very hard to predict what weapons technology they'll have at any given location because they tend not to make a lot of their own weapons. However, they are known to be particularly brutal and aggressive and are known to in some cases, wipe out entire planetary civilizations in the course of their invasion, leaving no on-world survivors.
Well, that's depressing.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, go. Heck on. Okay, then.
So, what would you all like to do?
I'm going to look over to...
I think we should try and be a bit stealthy here.
I'm going to look over to Claire and just go,
Well, Gary has suggested being stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
What is does anyone else have thoughts about that?
Yeah, David's just like, okay.
What about...
No, sorry, Claire is out of ideas. She's
You have had a
that
full
fight
night's
was-
sleep, at least.
That's true. I have had a full night's sleep. Started waking up and then just, I guess be stealthy. Of the approximately 1 million languages I know, I only know ones spoken on Earth. So I'm not sure a diplomatic approach is going to go great.
Yeah.
So, even if you did speak a language that the Terubian foot soldiers know, it's very unlikely that you bursting into one of their heavily militarized star systems is going to bode well for diplomatic contact anyway.
Maybe.
Well, so you guys can go stealthy. So here's what I'll do. Who has the highest infiltration in this system, right?
Yeah.
Right,
I have a D2.
As a result of reading the Alien RPG book, I now have yet another RPG system rolling around in my head.
How many do you have at this point?
Let's see. So I still have like D&D 3.5 stuff rummaging around in there. I've mostly dumped the second edition D&D stuff, but I do still have Jackal's Call of Cthulhu, Power Rangers, D&D 5e. Got a fair bit of the 40k roleplay system.
Oh God, not that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of crap just floating around.
Savage Worlds?
No, never learned Savage Worlds.
Very simple.
That's what I've heard, but I still haven't learned.
Yeah, I get that. Well, good. That's one more system, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, I have... Oh, no, also Star Trek Adventures. Can't forget that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Star Trek Adventures. Which actually...
Okay.
I'd like to play that again sometime. I have some dice for it that I recently got as a...
Ooh. Federation game, maybe?
Maybe. Claire had the idea of everyone being a Federation officer, but on a Klingon ship on a language immersion program.
Oh no, the Riker episode, huh? Okay.
Yep. So I think that was a hilarious idea, and I don't know.
Listen, I have all kinds of bad ideas about using RPG to learn languages.
Terribly good ideas.
That was pretty good in a bad way.
No one can start off knowing Klingon, but any Klingon that you pick up as an actual player, you can use for your character.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh.
There you go.
That's bad because I'm bad at learning in real life. So,
How to learn? How to learn?
Learn
Learn how.
So okay.
Who's on the robot? No.
So let's ask this. Dog, can you nod? Probably can't.
Dog
Alright, so
will.
Here's what we're gonna do. I want everyone who has at least a D2 to write me in the chat. That way I get an idea of who has a D2 in infiltration. Or more. If you have any skill points at all in infiltration, just write me in the chat.
Yeah, right.
Gary. So Gary, Orion, and Maddie. Fair. Okay. Does anyone have more than a D2? That is a no. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Since this is Orion's Zord, I'm going to have him take lead. I will have Maddie and Gary be able to use, to be able to assist, right? So what I'm going to do is, Orion, you're going to get a +1 upshift and edge. So one of the people assisting is granting you an edge. The other one is going to give you a +1 upshift. So roll that as an infiltration roll, and we'll see how you do. And I'm going to roll a die for the alertness of the Trubian fleet.
I did okay.
That's a D12, not a D.
Fine.
All right.
Fine with that.
You can re-roll the 1 for a story point if you want to.
What is that? What dice is that?
That
the
was
D4.
a
Is that a
D4?
D4?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
So now you guys are down to 3 story points, but we're wrapping up in not too long, so don't. All right, so that brings you
That
up
is
to a
significantly
15.
better.
So that is enough to get you towards planet Xiphon undetected. However, in order to do so, you guys have to go dark, which means that rather than just getting there at superluminal speeds and whatnot, you actually have to go ahead and go dark and do the whole Kerbal Space Program style maneuver.
Oh, so it's going to take 6 months to get there.
It won't take 6 whole months because I'm going to go ahead and rule that you came out of FTL closer to Xiphon than the very edge of the system.
Okay.
But it's going to take at least a few days.
So
6 months.
anybody want to play Jenga?
Yeah, we could play Jenga.
So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do a roll for Jenga game. And what I would like for you guys to roll for is actually acrobatics.
Sure. Shall I start?
So let me make sure that that's the thing I'm thinking of. Yeah, acrobatics. Okay, so what I would like to do is we're going to go left to right and roll acrobatics, and whoever gets the highest acrobatics score wins the game of Jenga. And is now the Power Rangers Jungle Beast Jenga champion until the next time you're challenged to a game. We're going to say that there was a whole big tournament multiple times, but we're condensing it to a single set of dice rolls. So David, roll an acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm joining in? Okay.
I mean, unless you
I'll do
opt
it.
not to, unless you want to be standoffish.
Nah, I'm not going to be standoffish with the people I risk my life with.
Okay.
What'd you say? Athletics? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Oh gosh, acrobatics, wasn't it? I thought
Yep.
you said that. Guess who's not going to be the champion today, sirs?
You never know. You could roll 2 20s. It could happen.
That's very unlikely in this
That's true.
system.
Okay.
You touched the power and it fell over.
Another 2.
Okay. Claire, what do you got?
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to go talk to Pickled Head in the Jar instead.
I'm my hands are all
Hey,
giant blisters
you're doing better than David did.
from swinging a hammer.
All right, Orion, what do you got? Portrait.
How dare you?
I know, right? Nice. You got an 8. Or so you got a
Criticals.
10, but it's a critical success, which means if someone else rolls a 10, beat them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So, Gary, get that acrobatics roll in here.
F.
Nice. Well, looks like Orion is the Jenga champion of the Jungle Beast Power Rangers.
Jenga.
Congratulations. I
Jenga.
believe this is probably Orion's first time even playing Jenga.
Undefeated Jenga champion
You have to be on
I
space to
learned
win.
fingers today. Good job, dude.
of this local star system.
Okay. So, you guys managed to make it into orbit. You do your slow orbital maneuver, doing some aero braking to lower that apoapsis. Then finally, you feel confident enough to fire some engines just to stop your decaying orbit. And you are now in orbit around planet Xiphon. You have established a fairly polar orbit in order to make sure that you actually go over the site in question, because you only have a vague location. Because remember, the weapons testing facility, not testing, but weapons research facility you guys are after had a classified location, and Anubis Kruger was only vaguely confident as to where it was. So you now are going to be using your sensors to try to figure out exactly where you need to be. And I'm just finally opening my last Bud Light, so I don't have to keep drinking these.
You.
Oh.
Yeah. If you are unclear as to why I'm drinking a beer that I dislike strongly, go check out the most recent Kent with Bent, which I believe was 107.
Hmm.
So this is if you're watching this in the future and you haven't seen Kent with Bent 107, I explain in some detail why I'm drinking some Bud Light, and also, hey, I got to weed out some of the transphobes from the comments. So
Nice.
yay! Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you want a decent alcoholic beverage, still a beer, I recommend Raspberry Framboise. I had some recently. It was very good.
Oh, look, I have plenty of good beers normally. Like, I normally buy beer that I like. However, as I explained in that episode of Kent with Bent, there were extenuating circumstances that made me choose, or caused me to choose. It didn't make me. I wouldn't, like, held my hand to the fire or something. To drink some Bud Light.
Bud Lighter.
I'll give it this. It's way cheaper than the stuff I usually buy.
I mean, did somebody threaten to turn you into Dino Nuggets if you didn't get Bud Light?
Nope. You'll just have to watch the opening of Kent with Bent 107.
Alright.
Only way to go. Kent with Bent, never heard of her, says Dr. Tapio. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a technology roll or a science roll, whichever's higher, and anyone who has either of those can help. So and we're going to use the basically the scanners on board the Zord to try to figure out if you figure a more exact location where this might be.
Could I use my inspiration for this? For, say, Claire, perhaps?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking inspiration like the 5e mechanic, and I'm like, I don't think that's a mechanic in this game. And then I remember, no, it's a White Ranger power, and you're
White Ranger?
Yeah.
Listen, team, I'm pretty decent at technology. Not technology, sorry, science.
But why have some when you can have more?
I would love more.
I will help you. I have a D4.
Stay on target. Stay on target. That's how I inspire you.
Uh-huh.
Nothing is more inspiring than A New Hope references.
Yes.
All right, so does anyone else have science or technology that can assist?
I have a D4
I
in
do.
science.
I have a
Okay,
D2
so
in science.
With our power combined,
So
we
hold
should.
on. Let me get this straight. Hold on. So David, you have at least a D2 in technology, right?
I have a D4.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. David can use his inspiration. Claire is going to be able to roll with a +2 upshift for people helping, as well as edge for a third person helping, and roll an extra D4. Now, this is not going to be a super easy roll, so I'm warning you. But I think you can do it with all of these assists.
Now, this is pod
27.
racing.
Hold on.
With
Nope, negative.
But yeah, you get to add the plus D4. Ooh.
So that's a 31.
Now, this is pod racing.
Okay.
Stop saying that.
No.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
You know what, though? Remember that time that he said that, and then he got stabbed through the chest?
He successfully landed.
That's true. That's true. But I'm just saying,
Like a leaf on a wind.
maybe be careful when referencing, wash too heavily, because, you don't want to get impaled by jagged metal. Okay, so you have managed to narrow down the location of this to like the space of like a couple city blocks, right? Like, you know where to go. You're not going to be scouring in like an entire ruined city or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move the players over to well, actually, here's a question. You guys can wait until nighttime, give yourselves a better chance of sneaking around, or you can go during the daytime, in which case it will probably be faster for you to find the actual entrance to the research facility, but also, it'll be harder to sneak. What do you guys like to do?
Are we enemies here?
Yeah, you're not part of the Trubian Empire, so.
So if we get caught, they're gonna be like, "What the heck are you doing here? You're gonna be under investigation."
Don't get caught.
Okay. Okay. What are we doing here?
You are looking for the weapons technology that will be able to hopefully help you, as well as accelerate the Ranger program over at SPD.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Clonk, 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 clonk.
So what would you guys like to do?
Well, I looked at both of you. I'm not a stealthy kind of Power Ranger. This is going to be very troublesome.
I'm kind of stealthy. I
I am not stealthy, team.
I don't think we can fight off an entire army.
No.
Well,
No, we cannot.
Neither am I streetwise.
Nighttime makes it easier to do a stealthy thing, even if you're not stealthy.
I
We all
see
know.
that.
Okay.
We all know that. It's just.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Come on, guys, we can do it. You just gotta have.
Faith in the dice system that always rolls badly for me? Yeah, I can have faith in that. Maybe.
I mean, if we
Just gotta
wait for
be-
night and then we
We're
sneak
Power
into the
Rangers.
base, can we teleport actually here?
So you can teleport as long as you're within range of the Zord. The Zord is basically like a different teleport next.
And what's the range?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that like the Zord is on like a several hour orbit, and so as long as it hasn't been more than like 4 or 5 hours, you guys can teleport back to the Zord. However, if it's been much more than that, then you'll have to wait for it to circle back around.
So maybe we like sneak into the base or teleport directly into the base.
Well, you do not know where it is well enough to do that.
Oh,
You're not. Well, you do to sneak into it after you find it, but you definitely can't teleport directly in. You wouldn't know where to
maybe
set
then
the coordinates.
we
Remember,
sneak into the base and
your level of
teleport out.
resolution is like a couple city blocks worth. It's how would you?
Ouch.
Yeah, you need pinpoint precision to teleport into a facility.
Oh, well, let's just teleport. So what if we end up inside the rock?
I've done that in the game.
I mean, aside from horrible physics scenarios.
This is going to be tricky. Let's think. What's the landscape look like?
So the landscape in the area is basically like scattered trees and some grassy areas, and there are some ruined buildings. Now I'm using the city block as like the kind of surface area in terms of like how big is it. It's actually not in like a major metropolitan area. There are buildings around, but they all seem to be ruined. But it's sort of still like in terms of density of like buildings, it's more like suburban than like actual like inner city.
Okay.
What kind of? How tall is this grass? Is it like kind of like smaller grass tufts, or is it taller wild grass?
Well, okay, so it's like gonna probably be like we're not doing in the tall grass with Steve.
All right. I mean, if we need to sneak in there on our bellies at night, we'd be pretty much unseeable if they don't have night vision.
They are robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that.
You
Oh,
can
yeah,
if you
you're-
don't wear the giant armor.
The giant dragon armor. I mean, you could just summon that, right? Once we're in the basin, if we get into a battle.
Yep.
Yeah. So just be your normal self, your normal
Yeah,
Power
just
Ranger self.
Some random human out in the middle of nowhere.
No, you can morph and not summon the
Power
giant
Ranger.
mech armor. Have to have
Oh,
that.
okay.
You don't have to be super buff.
Well, still. All right, so we have a general outline for a plan.
Okay.
Well, I guess we wait. I'm going to wait till dark. I don't know what y'all going to do.
I'm gonna
Why don't
do
we
so
just
as
go
well.
through the line? So, David votes dark. Claire.
Dark.
Orion.
Dark.
Doesn't matter what Gary votes.
Gary votes dark.
Doesn't matter.
It matters to him.
Okay.
He was going to do it anyways.
Okay. So we head over here, and I'm going to make sure that I center everyone's view where the heck you are. All right. So you teleport in, and you're on a rock-strewn path the tree town to the south of you, and this is about how far you can see with your built-in like night vision ability. Not a lot.
Yeah.
But that's where also we're going to end it. We're going to pick back up with the attempted infiltration of the weapons research facility here on planet Xiphon under control of the Trubian Empire. Everybody, thank you for coming. Thanks everybody for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone who's watching. Make sure you hit like if you like this. Share it around. There's a whole playlist. You can watch all there's 15 full episodes, and there's at least 2 little interludes. So there's I think 17 videos in the playlist right now. Yeah, so if you're enjoying this, please go ahead and do that. Otherwise, let's start. We're gonna start with David and go just left to right. So David, say whatever else you need to. If anyone has a place that they can see you or anything like that, or if you just want to say thanks for watching and goodbye, that's fine too. And then we'll move on.
All right, everybody. I have nothing to say, but check us next time. Same Power Rangers time, same Power Rangers channel.
Okay, Claire, what do you got?
Come see me on Amateurish Productions Twitch stream tomorrow night at 7 Central. I think we're gonna do Alone Against the Dark. I think that's what we're gonna jump into.
As opposed to Alone Against the Flames. Got it.
Yeah. That's
Not
all of
played
the
Alone Against the Dark.
all of the solo Call of Cthulhu games are Alone Against the blank.
All right, Orion.
Benthoven, see me on Kent with Bent.
Probably
And
next week.
that'll be in 6 days.
All right, Gary.
We both know nothing's going on for me.
I don't know that. I just suspect it strongly.
Well, you suspected correctly.
Okay.
Go watch Dapper Dino. I don't know if any of you people in chat have heard of him. He's pretty cool.
They probably haven't.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, what's coming up? I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about tomorrow. So that's tomorrow, April 6th at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be premiering a video over on my channel. I mean, like a 2-hour video because it's a supercut of a few other videos all stitched together. Where we're going to hear about why it is that certain animals are really cool, and for some reason that means that evolution isn't real because cool animals exist. Because that's apparently how logic works. I don't really know. Yeah, sure. So yeah, come by for that. Let's like I said, April 6th, 2023, at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And with that, guys, thank you very much. We are going to hit the end credits, and then we are going to be out of here.